I write this anonymously out of fear. The trauma of that incident haunts me. I've been silent until now. I won't say the name of the cemetery I found myself in one night because I don't want the curious getting something more than they bargained for. I was alone smoking a joint when I saw a man in the distance. Fearing it was a cop, I quickly hid behind a headstone. Peeking out from behind my cover, I noticed this man was dragging something. This wasn't a cop. Now fear of getting caught turned to curiosity. I followed the man at a distance, hiding in the shadows, careful not to make any noise. I got a little closer and saw the thing he was dragging was the dead body of a woman. I thought about calling the police, but then they'll ask questions. Why was I there at the time? I did have a warrant for my arrest on drug charges. The man led me to a mausoleum where he pulled the cadaver inside, closing the door. I couldn't leave. I had to know what was happening in that building. When I got to the door, I smelled what I assumed was decay. I was nervous, but I opened the door. Inside, the man was naked on top of the corpse he was dragging. He was having something wrong with it. When he saw me, his eyes glowed red, and he let out an angry growl. As he reached for an axe, I bolted. I avoid that cemetery. Whatever it is, man or monster, I want nothing to do with it. James Schofler was a U.S. Forest Service officer in Utah. In April of 2012, he was conducting a routine patrol of a popular scenic hiking trail deep in the forest. He was about halfway through his walk when he noticed a tripwire strung between two trees at the entrance of a small deadwood shelter along the trail. He followed the wire and was led to a bowl made of rocks and sharpened snakes hanging in the air, which was set to fall when the tripwire was hit. After further inspection, another trunk was found at his second entrance to the small shelter. This one was a bed of sharpened stakes placed facing upward in the ground. Again, a 3-point was set in front of it, which this time was pulled tight and would have forced the person to fall into right at the end of the sticks. Police were called and informed of the dangerous and potentially deadly traps. Soon, they would begin conducting interviews of hikers in the area within the last few days, and surprisingly, this would lead them to 2 teenagers. They would confess to setting them up. However, they argued the traps were set for animals. Police would not buy this. The nature of the traps was clearly made for a person. Plus, they were sent way too close to a popular hiking trail that receives a lot of traffic. More specifically, at the entrances to a small shelter which easily would have attracted a curious child or unsuspecting tourist.